girls and boys, cats and dogs, however you choose to label yourself. This is David Browning, and this is another one of my THWIP Thursdays. I do it on Thursday because I can never get around to doing a WIP Wednesday. So this is always going to be talking about works in progress, finished objects, and other status report items. So I do these THWIP Thursday posts on Thursdays, of course. Sometimes I don't get around to it and it becomes a FWIP day. But also I have on Fridays, I've started doing tutorials every Friday. And those are recorded and uploaded and scheduled in advance. I do shout out Saturdays where I recognize other channels that I think deserve your attention if you don't know of them. Sunday, I do Sunday readings because I love poetry. I love the written word, whether it's fiction, even in nonfiction. I was once told, before I ever started blogging, in fact, I had a colleague, a work colleague, who himself was a published fiction writer, and a very good one too. I will see if I can include a link to his work in the description. In any case, his name is Glenville Lavelle. He comes from Barbados and comes from a family with a strong storytelling history, so you can imagine how beautiful his fiction is. In any case, yes, I was once told that I should write, and at that time I didn't know what to write about. I mean, I knew I could write because basically his comment was based on my business correspondence and the documents that I wrote for business. But then I started blogging about opera, and then I started a general topic blog that later evolved into crochet topics, and then quite recently I've moved all the crochet items over to a separate blog, which is called, not surprisingly, Bearded Yarn Dudes. And the links to all of these are in the description. Anyway, I was talking about my weekly posting schedule. Sunday is Sunday readings, all about poetry because I love beautiful writing. Monday, I do shorts, videos of 60 seconds or shorter that I hope will be noticed because they are short. Because, you know, when you go through YouTube, especially on your phone or any kind of portable device, you might see recommended all sorts of different kinds of shorts from creators that you might not know. Anyway, Tuesdays, I have Topic Tuesday, which is a live stream. We usually start out with a topic, but we usually don't stick with it very long. And then Wednesday, I have a Wednesday free-for-all, which is just meant to be whatever anyone wants to talk about. And we usually have a good time on both of these lives. So back to today's mission, which is talking about works in progress, finished objects, and other things going on. As far as crochet works in progress and finished objects, I don't have an awful lot to report because I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes work. I've been working on patterns, working with testers, getting patterns, editing my own patterns, getting some of them uploaded to Ravelry and Etsy, or onto my blog, writing blog posts to keep people interested, that sort of thing, following other YouTubers and networking that way, and also creating videos to upload and schedule in advance. Honestly, these Thursday videos are the only ones nowadays that I record on the same day that I upload them. All the other ones I try to upload and schedule in advance. Sorry for that little camera bobble. I have my camera on a stand now. It's still my phone, but it's on a stand, and I hope that it works okay. What else do we have? As far as finished objects, the only thing new as far as finished objects go would be this hat. This is Crystal Bagaude's adaptation of Gary Urban Yarn's hat. It includes ribbing, herringbone stitch, and more ribbing, and then a single crochet border. And I did it right away as soon as I saw the tutorial. I accidentally did an extra row of this ribbing, and then I did all the rows of the herringbone, and then I did one fewer rows of ribbing down here than was recommended, and then I did the edging. I still think it looks okay. And all of my hats, I always, unless there's a specific purpose, I do them in blue. Actually, I did another one. Where did I put it? Is it over here? Because I was talking about, okay, just imagine you see it. I was talking about this hat, which is a recent creation. Kim, Affordably Crafty, was asking me whether you could do one of these with one of these Dollar Tree Premier Just Yarn skeins. I bought this just today. I'm going to talk about my things, my recent purchases as well. And I uploaded a photo, and I don't know. I brought the hat and the leftovers and everything else over here so that I could show it on this very video, and then I don't know what happened to it. It's okay. I did it. It really, those Dollar Tree skeins are 131 yards. Let's see, how many meters is that? 120 meters, 60 grams, for those of you who do weight instead of length. And it took roughly between 2/3 and 3/4 of one of these. So I bought 3 of those today. I couldn't resist stopping by the Dollar Tree. And they had 3 in this color. I anticipate getting 4 hats out of this. And I'm all about the hat, not hate. In the description of every video that I do, I have a list of resources for crafting for charity, including the Hat Not Hate link. So I would encourage you to do that. Also, I make all of my hat patterns on Ravelry free. Not everyone agrees with that, but I make them free in order to encourage people to donate. And I'm not going to apologize for that. That is my decision. So that's what I have in terms of finished objects. I recently did the 10 question tag thing that's going around that originated with Crystal Bagaudet, and Gary from Urban Yarn very kindly tagged me. One of the questions was about scraps and whether you keep scraps. And I said that I do keep scraps, and I've done many scarves and such. And although I have shown this before on this channel, this is a sweater that I made of scraps. It's no longer sweater weather here in North Carolina, but I'm really pleased with this. It's a little large for me and a little warm. I tend to make things that I intend to wear myself a little too large because I'm a little off when it comes to trying to determine the right size for me. There it is on the other side of the room. The hat that I wanted to show you with the leftover, what was left over. Right over there. Just imagine it's over there. Anyway, so I wanted to show that again. You can do a lot with scraps. You can do a lot with scraps. I've made many scrap scarves in the past. I've made scrap blankets and scrap afghans. Now, as far as other works in progress, I don't have an awful lot to report. I just keep plodding along with those. I mean, I've talked a lot about this particular polo shirt that I've been working on. I credited the creator of this pattern in last week's, what day was that? The April 2nd Shout Out Saturday. I also have a sweater pattern of his that I will do someday. I've been working on a version of my Pentecost stole. It's my third clergy stole pattern. I put up the Granny Square clergy stole pattern on Ravelry. It's not a free pattern. What else do I have going on? I started this. This is your basic boomerang shawl. You know, basic construction. You start narrow and you expand on this side at every row. You decrease on this side every other row. And I'm using a Lion Brand mandala cake. And, you know, when I'm finished with that, I'll let you know how it goes. And what else was I going to talk about? I have my Ravelry. I have my Etsy. Links to those are in the description. I have a Patreon page. I also have CashApp because I'm not able to take what do they call it? Super Chat through YouTube yet because I'm not monetized yet. But if you want to show me some love with Patreon or Cash App, I'm not going to say no. I'm not asking for money, but I'm not going to turn it down. And what else do I have going on? Let's see. Last Sunday, I did a marathon live of about 10.5 hours for Easter Sunday, and it was fun. We had a really good time. I have to say that Whisper SDI, also known as Barb, was an exemplary moderator while she was able to stay with us. Of course, she's in Europe, so she wasn't able to stay the whole time because, you know, she has a life of her own and needs sleep. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? That might be everything. I really think that is it. Oh, I was going to talk about recent acquisitions. I mentioned I got some of these today at the Dollar Tree. I got 3 of these in this color for Hat Not Hate. Also in the mail today, I got this Poetic Potpourri by Marc Mullo, who is one of my Patreon members. And so he's already given me permission to read one of his poems as one of my Sunday readings. So I can't wait to read the book and choose just the right poem. And then he and I will confer on the date and everything. I also sort of want to have express written permission from him because you know how YouTube is. What else? I haven't really had any other exciting acquisitions. I did buy Bag O' Day Crystal's thumb drive. It was at a remarkable sale price. I think it still is at her Etsy shop. So I bought that while I could. It appears that I won a giveaway from Ola Joe, which is another Furls hook. Let's see, here is the Furls hook, the one Furls hook that I have right now. And I really enjoy using it, but not enough to go out and buy another one at minimum $16 a pop on sale. So I won another Furls hook, so that'll bring my Furls total up to 2. I think they're both going to be eyes, 5.5 millimeter, but that's okay. What else? That's really all the news that I have. Of course, I ask you to comment and like and subscribe and do everything that YouTube people ask you to do, and visit my links too, and visit my friends as well, because they are every bit as deserving of your attention, and in most cases more deserving than I am. So, I didn't mention the subscribe sign that I got from Brenda the Newbie Crocheter. And I love Brenda, and this is just wonderful. She makes these available because her husband does woodwork like this on the side, because he runs a successful business of his own, but he loves to do woodwork. It's his hobby, his relaxation. And they make these and sell them as a business. And they have a lot of other things too. Please check out Brenda the Newbie Crocheter. And that is all that I have to say. I want to thank you for joining me, and as always, keep coming back. Bye-bye now.